Hi, this is Involved Innovation YouTube channel. In this video, we will see about what is the difference between Raspberry Pi and Arduino. So these two boards are very common among hobbyists and then who want to experiment with the input-output devices and make some electronic projects. These two are not even comparable. Raspberry Pi is a full-blown computer whereas the Arduino is a microcontroller. Now we will see about Arduino. There are like different boards available. For this example, we will take Arduino Uno because that is one of the widely used board. So the heart of Arduino is microcontroller Atmega 328P. So this Atmega 328P microcontroller does lot of different things. It is a central processing unit and it has a 8-bit AVR advanced virtual RISC CPU core, and it is responsible for executing the instructions, performing calculations and all the overall operations of this microcontroller. So the memory or the RAM is inbuilt in this Atmega 328P. There are different memories, that is flash memory where the program code is stored, and then you have SRAM, that is static random access memory, which is used for storing the variables and data during program execution. This is for fast memory, and the Atmega 328 has 2 KB of SRAM. And then it has electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. This is non-volatile memory that can be written to and read from during program execution. So it has a memory capacity of 1 KB of EEPROM, and it also has clock and timing. The Atmega 328 utilizes an internal oscillator and also connected to an external crystal or resonator for precise timing. And then it has input-output pins. It is the primary purpose of Arduino. So here in the Arduino, we have 14 digital pins and 7 analog pins. In the digital pin, you can send high or low as input and output, but whereas in the analog, you can send variables of information. In the Atmega 38, it also has analog to digital converter, and then it also has timers and counters. It has UART, Universal Asynchronous Receiver and Transmitter, and this is for the serial communication using UART. And then it also has serial peripheral interface, that is as an hardware SPI interface for synchronous serial communication with other devices. And it also has I2 circuit. It supports the I2 bus protocol, enabling the communication with other I2 compatible devices. Arduino, everything is directly managed in this microcontroller. We don't have any other peripherals. Even if there is some peripherals, these are all only the supporting. Most of the things are directly handled in the Atmega 328. Another main difference with Arduino is whenever you write some programming code, you will be writing that in Arduino programming language, which is a simplified version of C or C++, and that gets converted to the machine code and then directly getting executed by the Atmega 328. Here we don't have any firmware or operating system or any other interpreter between your assembly code and then the Atmega 328 microcontroller. Here everything will be executed directly by the microcontroller. Now we will see about what is Raspberry Pi. So now we have seen what is Arduino. It has a single Atmega 328 microcontroller which just does everything. But here in this case, the Raspberry Pi is a full-blown computer. We can even replace this Raspberry Pi with your computer, and then it can even perform all the higher computational tasks which your computer can perform. That is purely because it has dedicated parts for each and everything. It has the processor in the Raspberry Pi 4 is Broadcom BCM2711, and that is of clock speed 1.5 GHz and 1.8 GHz. In some cases, you can even overclock that. And then this is a 64-bit quad-core ARM Cortex A72 processor with 1 MB shared L2 cache. This is a full-blown processor, and then you have RAM. So RAM can be like 1 GB, 2 GB, 4 GB and 8 GB. And then you have other peripherals such as the USB ports. It also has 2 USB 2 ports and then 2 USB 3 ports. Here this is powered using USB-C. And you have camera modules, you have Ethernet port. Here you have GPIOs, which is little different from the Arduino input-output pins. This is the Raspberry Pi overall. Now we will see about the core difference. We have now seen the Raspberry Pi is a complete full-blown computer, whereas the Arduino is just a microcontroller that can be used for your electronic projects where you have different sensors. And then the primary purpose of Arduino here is just processing the various inputs and outputs, and then giving some instructions to this sensors. So the clock speed of Raspberry Pi is ranging between 700 MHz in case of the Raspberry Pi 3 and then the older version of Raspberry 3. And in Raspberry 4, you have 1.5 GHz and then 1.8 GHz. And here in this case of the microcontroller Arduino, it has 16 MHz. And the RAM is here 1 GB, 2 GB, 4 GB and 8 GB variants are present in Raspberry 4. Whereas the Atmega 328 directly has only 2K RAM. And then here the architecture with this 64-bit for Raspberry Pi 4. Here also you have 32-bit in Raspberry Pi 3. And here in this case of Arduino, you have like 8-bit. And here you have 40 GPIO pins, and some pins have dedicated functionality by default, whereas the Arduino Uno has 14 digital pins and 7 analog pins. So here the 7 analog pins are really key. So there is no way you can send analog input directly to a Raspberry Pi. If you need to send analog input to Raspberry Pi, then you need to have something like MCP 3008, where it converts the analog input to a digital input, and then that will be processed by the Raspberry Pi. So if your project needs analog pin out of the box, then Arduino Uno is a good choice. And the power supply, it is powered using USB-C, whereas the Arduino Uno is powered using USB Type-B. Raspberry Pi is a full-blown computer. It also has an operating system, whereas the Arduino doesn't have any operating system, so there is no setup required. And here this can run on wide varieties of operating system. And then you have external storage here in the form of SD card, where you can save your operating systems. But here in this case of Arduino Uno, there is no external storage even. There is 2 micro HDMI port, so you can parallelly use 2 different monitors that can be connected to the Raspberry Pi. And then in the case of Raspberry Pi, it has 2 USB 3.0 ports for fast data transfer, and then you have 2 USB 2.0 ports. And there is no USB ports in the Arduino. Now we will see about the primary difference between the GPIO pins and then the input-output. So the GPIO pins are multi-purpose pins that can be configured as either input or output, and they can be used to connect and communicate with wide range of external devices such as sensors, buttons, LEDs, motors. GPIO pins allows you to read digital inputs, and it can only allow you to read digital input out of the box, and it can write digital output. And here in the case of a normal input output, which Arduino has, each pin has a dedicated purpose. For example, in the Arduino Uno, it has 14 digital pins, and then it has 7 analog pins. And you also have pulse width modulation and universal asynchronous and receiver transmitter pins, and I2 circuit pin, serial peripheral interface pins. And then the second one is voltage level. The GPIO pins can typically support a range of voltage that is from 3.3 volt to 5 volts depending on the specific board. However, the current capacity of GPIO pin is usually limited. So if you want to run any external motors, or if you want to run any power hungry devices, you need to make sure you are connecting to external transistors or any motor drivers that powers this power hungry devices. So here in this case of normal input output pins in Arduino, it can operate at lower voltage, which is typically 5 volts. This current capacity of the pins is generally a little bit higher than the GPIO pins. So this is designed directly to drive low powered components like LED, smaller motors without requiring any additional transistors. Now we will see about the real important section, what you can build with the Raspberry Pi. With the Raspberry Pi, you can do almost everything. You can even use this as full-blown computer. You can use this as a media center, and you can use it as a retro gaming console. And then it also plays a very vital role in home automation. There are like a lot of open source projects which supports Raspberry Pi in home automation. And this is also can be key in robotics projects where you need to have a dedicated operating system. And if you want to do anything which is complex in nature, like artificial intelligence, you can even train a model and you can run this in the Raspberry Pi. And then you can use this as a network attached storage. The kids can learn programming with Raspberry Pi. So this is about the Raspberry Pi. Now, if you want to do something which is like, for example, if you have any potentiometer where you need to really supply analog input, so those kind of projects, it is much preferred to use Arduino because there is no out of the box way directly in Raspberry Pi you can give an analog input. Here in the case of Arduino, it is cheaper than Raspberry Pi. Here the Arduino is more like controlling all the sensors. Compare this Arduino more like a small microcontroller which controls everything and which gives instruction, input instruction, output instruction, and this is comparatively faster when compared to Raspberry Pi, purely because like it doesn't have any other external things to run. Just like here in the case of Raspberry Pi, you need to run operating system and then you need to have a firmware. All those things are reduced here. So whatever you are coding, that will be converted to the assembly, and then that assembly language will be directly run in the microcontroller. So those are all the difference between Arduino Uno and Raspberry Pi. Here in this series, I'm just gonna put everything about Raspberry Pi and Arduino. So do subscribe to this channel for more technical videos. Like this video and share it with your friends if you feel this content helped you. And thanks for subscribing.